Hey everyone. I have not made a video like this since 2020 or 2021. But I had a couple things I wanted to bring up and just kind of talk through, but also we haven't done a video like this in a while, so figured I'd just sit down and have a little chat. So I'm not going to do any fancy editing or anything, so if you just want to listen to this video, that's fine. But yeah, like I said, I just have a couple things I want to talk about, and then maybe just kind of do a little update on things, how things are going and all that. So, I'm just gonna jump right in. I've wanted to do a video like this again for a while, like probably since the start of this year. I just never found the time until now, so, there was something that I kind of thought about one day, and I figured, you know what, maybe I should address this, and so I'm going to. But anyways, I first just wanted to bring up something that happened last year, and I want to just kind of discuss that and just kind of get something off my chest. But last year, I had to cut off a friend who was essentially just manipulating me and taking advantage of me and just trying to steal my attention, not caring about my own mental health. And I just stood my ground and said, nope, we're not doing this. And it's been a little over a year now since that's happened. And, you know, the saddest part is I don't regret that. I'm actually glad I did that, because I feel like I was manipulated quite a bit growing up and when I first got in the speedrunning community, but that's starting to just not work anymore. It's not working. So, the reason I want to bring this up is because, last month, or I guess, I don't know when this video is going up, but basically, recently it was Etika's, it would have been, I think, his 33rd birthday. I don't remember, but I watched a lot of Etika videos growing up. If you don't know who Etika is, you can go research him. I won't give you the full history lesson, but basically he was a YouTuber, did a lot of Smash Brothers videos, stuff like that, and I discovered him in college, loved his channel, watched his stuff all the time, and in 2019 he took his own life. And the reason I want to bring this up is because this year, when I kind of remembered that it was Etika's birthday, I thought about a paste bin that I wrote in 2019. I cannot find it anymore, and when I did find the link, it did not work, so I don't know if it's just gone forever, but in any case, I'll just kind of sum up. But I basically, one of the points I made in my little paste bin, or my message to people, was that I thought that I genuinely helped somebody who was suicidal. I thought that even though I'm not a therapist or doctor, never have been, never will be, I thought that I at least was able to do something so that they were able to get the help that they needed. Well, fast forward to now, and I realized that this was the same person I thought I was helping, and nothing changed. And it's frustrating. It really is, because if you are not okay mentally, I am always going to encourage you to seek help. That's what I did. That's why I'm still here. I've been suicidal before. And so, you know, it's frustrating when I thought I was helping somebody, and I thought that they had gotten help, and I thought I might have been part of the reason for it, only for them to just not change, and only to just ignore my assistance and my advice. I was genuinely trying to help. I can't diagnose people, I can't cure people, but I can at least help, and at least point somebody in the right direction. And last year, I finally just had enough. I said, I know what you're doing. Like, I know what's going on. You just want my attention. And, you know, it sucks that this is how it happened. It is. And it sucks even more that they then attempted to cancel me and call me a hypocrite just because I blocked them. But I didn't block them because they had a mental health condition. I blocked them because they were manipulating me. And it seems like they just don't want to change. And I will never ignore somebody who is posting suicidal stuff. I will never do it. So I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest and say that first off, I'll always be a mental health advocate. I will always encourage people to seek help. And if you're only using me for attention, or if you're attempting to manipulate me into doing whatever you wish, it's just not going to work. And that sort of leads into the other thing I want to just talk about. The other main thing I want to talk about. So, for anybody who has known me since, say, 2015, 2016, even if you don't know, I'll educate you a bit. My first introduction to speedrunning was watching a speedrun of Donkey Kong Country 2. And that ended up being the first game that I tried to speedrun myself. I was 18 years old when I started playing that, and in June of 2023, I will be 27. I am a completely different person now than I was back then, and I am probably going to be even more different 10 years from now. The reason I'm bringing this topic up again is because I really do feel like years and years ago, first off, I would be completely different if I had started now. I wouldn't be as, gullible back then, and I would be able to stand my ground better. A lot of people from the DKC community have been banned from my stream, blocked on Twitter, you name it, because they were either pricks or they were just trying to take advantage of me. Just plain and simple. They knew that I was gullible or impressionable, whatever word you want, and they saw that and locked onto me, basically. Locked their sights onto me. Now I'm thinking about frame perfection in the eyeball. But anyways, but I feel like recently, especially recently, I feel like I've been able to tolerate that. Not really tolerate that, but stand my ground better and just deal with it. Because some people in life are just not worth your time. And again, it's one of those things where it sucks because I wanted to make friends because I didn't really have many. I wanted to feel included somewhere, and anytime somebody did say that I was included, I knew they were just making it up. One of the first people I knew coming into the speedrun community, I don't talk to anymore, and I don't want anything to do with them anymore. And that might be hard to hear, but that's just the truth of it. I don't want, I'm not one of those people that sends death threats or anything like that. It's not anything like that. It's just, I don't want to deal with them anymore. That's just that. That's it. For some people, what numbers say on a timer is more valuable than you yourself. It's a shame, but that's just how it goes sometimes. And I can't change that. I can't control that. That's just how some people are. But the reason I want to bring this up is because I also feel like, especially since maybe 2020, 2021, I've been doing a much better job of separating the games from the community. So, first off, let me just say that I have heard that the community is nowhere as toxic as it used to be. If that's true, fine. Fine. I'll just say that. Fine. But it was really toxic in my day, and I just rolled with the impression that, oh, this is just how it goes, or this is what you have to do to feel like you're a part of this. Nowadays, I'm not that stupid. I'm still a little stupid sometimes. I'm not that stupid. I not only, when I did quit the DKC games, it wasn't me just going after the community and calling them toxic. It was me talking poorly about the games. And if anybody was playing the games, I would just basically be an ass the whole time and be like, why are you playing this? Or maybe you should play a good game, that kind of stuff. There's a whole rabbit hole I could go down. I even wrote a whole paste bin explaining why I quit DKC. Some of that stuff is outdated, so probably not a good idea to post that again, but, there's some stuff that's probably still true. But you might be wondering, again, like, why bring this up? I mean, I know I've changed, I know that I've grown. I'm hoping everybody else sees that I've grown. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because I'll never go back to regularly playing them and only playing them. That's never happening. But I may go back and record a time for each game. Something, there was like a chill there. Like, my body's just like, oh, okay. But the thing is, I continue to keep learning games, and I keep continuing to post times, and right now I don't want to stop. I don't. And another thing is that speedrun.com does not keep track of your speed game count anymore. They don't do that anymore, which is a shame, but whatever, I keep count myself now. And also, starting this year, there are some games that I don't post my time to the leaderboard for. One example is Ghosts and Goblins NES, just because my time is absolutely abysmal. I don't want to drag the leaderboard all the way down. Another reason, or another example is GoldenEye for N64. Just because my time is super slow, but also, I'm not in the GoldenEye community and don't really want to get involved because they're just not the group of people for me. So, not gonna get involved in that. So my thinking was, if I ever do decide to record a time for each game, maybe do the run offline, post the video, but unlist it, and people can only access it through my personal speedrun spreadsheet of my personal bests. Which I could do, and I might. But yeah, it's it's something that still kind of gives me a little anxiety, where it's just like, man, like, I don't know if I want to do this, because then, what are people going to say? But at the same time, again, I feel like I can deal with that stuff better. Because if people really are being pricks about the whole thing, okay, there's a block button for a reason. I wish I had convinced myself of that years ago, because then I could have done that in 2015 instead of having to do it years later. So, yeah, I kind of just wanted to get a couple things off my chest that weren't exactly, like, debilitating or anything, but just stuff I wanted to just bring up. They're off my chest now. It feels good to kind of bring this out in the open, just kind of talk about it. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not afraid to talk about what I'm dealing with mentally. I really do feel like I am slowly but surely, as I've been on this journey to improve my mental health and to enjoy life, I feel like things are working out, generally speaking. Right now I'm working as a writer, and that's going better than I was ever expecting. I have over 600 speed games now, instead of just 3 from all the way back then, because that's all people wanted to see. Yeah, I genuinely feel like things are looking up, but they don't look up just because of luck. They look up because I genuinely put in the effort to make changes and to be better. And I'm still going to make mistakes. I made mistakes years ago. I did. you know, I said that one example, I said that everybody in the DKC community was toxic. That's false. That's not true. I owned up to it, and I said, that's not true. And it's still not true. So, yeah, I definitely feel like I'm doing my best to improve, and I feel like I have in a lot of areas. And, I'm hoping that this continues moving forward. And again, there's things that are off my chest now. I've made things a lot clearer now that things are just out there. And so, yeah, those were the two big things I wanted to talk about. Other than that, work is going all right. You know, sometimes I still hang out with my family. Things are going okay there. And yeah, I'm recording this on May 31st. I'm gonna be 27 in just under a month, which is wild because I didn't want to live when I was 21. So crazy that 6 years later, still kicking, still playing games, I'm even doing things I didn't do years ago. Like, I started trying to regularly exercise just so that I'm not sitting down all day. I wouldn't do that years ago. I have longer hair now. There you go. Things have changed a lot, and you know, some people are going to frustrate you. Some people are going to manipulate you. But you know, it's unfortunate when that happens, but when you do stand your ground, it feels great. It really does. So, yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about now. Those are the two main things I really just wanted to get off my chest and just kind of get it out there. Don't want to bottle it in anymore. And just to kind of let all of you know where I stand when it comes to stuff like that. You know, there's more I could talk about, but at the same time, like, I don't know if that's really necessary or effective. So I think I can kind of leave that where it is. And yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about. So I appreciate everybody who has watched a YouTube video, caught my Twitch stream, listened to my podcast, all that kind of stuff. I appreciate all the support. I am a small channel. That's probably going to be the case for a while, and that's okay. I'm not trying to grow huge or anything like that. I'm just trying to enjoy my life, have fun, play some games, and I like where I'm at right now. So, I appreciate all the support, and I'm hoping that we all grow and improve as time goes on, and I hope you all can see the growth that I show. And there's going to be more stuff coming, more Jackbox videos, like activity night videos and stuff like that, more speedruns, of course. Maybe I'll even do another video like this if people like this format. Up to you guys, really. Of course, if everybody says that they hate this video and thinks it's the worst video ever, go ahead, that's fine. But yeah, I'm glad I got that off my chest, and I'm glad that we were able to just kind of sit down and chat for a bit. So, I'm gonna keep streaming, keep speedrunning, keep playing some casual games, and just keep trying to be this improved version of me from years ago. So, alright, I don't really have much else to talk about. I don't want to pad this video out too much. So, yeah, just once again, thanks for all the support, everybody. Y'all are awesome, and hope to catch you next time. Take care, everybody.